Hey, it's Johar. Welcome back to my channel, To The Witchy Reader. So I'm going to be talking about what I plan to read in February. So yeah, I may not get to all of these. I do not know. It depends. There's a couple I definitely know I need to get into for certain reasons. So those are kind of the first things I'm going to be reading. But yeah, I hope I get to all of these, or at least some of them. So yeah. Uh, let's get into it. So the first book I want to read is A Daughter's Ransom, Book 3. Forgot the title of the book. But I've been meaning to read this for quite a while. But things kept getting in the way. First my house burned down, and then other personal things that made me sad and made me not want to read. And um, then I thought I brought the book to the new house, and I didn't. And it was at and then it was at my dad's trailer, and I had to bring it here when we moved everything. And yeah, so it kept getting pushed back, and I want to finally read it. Like I meant to read it again last month, but then it just got pushed back for other reasons. So I want to finally read it because I am really excited for it, especially with how the book one ended, and I want to get that find I want to finally read it. I am very excited for it. It's just personal things and stuff kept pushing the book back and back on the list, but no more of that. I want to read this book. I'm very excited for it. So I also have Crooked Kingdom. I have a video plan um, where I kind of analyze this season one of Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Um, the Crows part of Shadow and Bone at least. And I have this whole video planned and I want to get to it. Plus I'm buddy reading Six Crows with Jessica from Lady Lovestead Reads. You should subscribe to her. She's great. And I already read Six Crows, and I plan to read Crooked Kingdom, and then watch season one of Shadow and Bone before season two comes out next month. So yeah, that is my plan. Then Chronicles of Narnia. There's a buddy read going on in a Discord group I'm on, and it's funny because I found out about this and I was like, well, I was just considering finally reading this because I haven't, and I'm a fantasy lover and I haven't read it. Though there's a lot of fantasy books I haven't read and probably won't. But yeah, so apparently it's starting this month, so I'm gonna give it a try and try to get into Narnia. Um, I hope I like it. I think it's pretty popular. Um, there was also an older book. I didn't realize it was that old. I forgot how old it is now, but so we'll see if I like it. And then I have The Warriors of Bria. I want to read at least the first book this month. Um, it is an indie book like the Adult's Ransom is, and it is from by a friend of mine, by Tim Cole Tabby, who does the writing sprints with me, Robin, and Tiffany. And I've been anticipating this for a long time. I had bought the first two books a while ago, but I was waiting to get the other ones that are out before I read it. And then my mom bought me books 3 and 4 for my birthday in December, and I'm so happy and so excited to finally read them. These are all the books that are out so far. She's working on book 5, which is not yet out, but I do want to go ahead and read these and just wait for book 5 to come out when it comes out. But like I said, I want to at least read book 1, maybe book 2, depending on how my reading goes this month. Um, but yeah, so and then I also have The School for Good and Evil. I want to read at least book 1. I only own the first 3 books, and I think there's 6. Um, and I want to read at least book 1 because I want to watch the movie, but I want to read at least book 1 before I watch the movie because I like to read the books before I watch the adaptation. If I knew there were books before I watched the adaptation. Do I even know what I'm saying at this point? I'm tired. I didn't sleep last night, so I am fumbling over my words at this point. But I want to finish film before I go take a nap. So yeah. Anyways, I like to read the books before I watch the adaptation. If I knew there are books before, which sometimes I don't. But I feel like that only have happened twice, which was with Pretty Little Liars and Vampire Diaries, and I didn't like those books. But maybe it's because I like the shows so much and the books are just nothing like them. And I got attached to these shows. Who knows? Maybe I would have ended up liking the books and not the shows if I read the books first. Who knows? But I don't because I didn't know there were books before I watched the shows. So yeah. Um, and then I have Bamboo Kingdom. There are 2 books out so far. Book 3 comes out, I think, this month actually. But I don't own book 2. I only own book 1. I got it for my birthday. As well. Several things on this list I got for my birthday because I want to read those books. um, and yeah. So, that and 3 books I got from school, Good for Evil, were from my internet friend, Lucy. So thank you. And yeah, so I want to read book 1 of that. It's the only one I own so far, but like I said, only the first 2 books are out, and then book 3 will come out. Like I said, I think it's this month. I really need to get book 2 and then book 3 since it's coming out. But yeah, and then the last 2 are on the bottom of the list. Not just, I mean, they are on the bottom list, but also because, I mean, if any of my books, if I can't get to some of these for whatever reason, these are the 2 that I'll push back for another month if I can't get to them. These are the 2 that I want to read them, but they're not as high priority as the other books, which is Once Upon a Dream and Part of Your World. These 2 Twisted Tales I'm more skeptical about because I'm not as into these um, fairy tales as I am the other ones. I mean, Part of Your World is Ariel's Little Mermaid is kind of a meh fairy tale to me. I don't love it, don't hate it. Once Upon a Dream, I'm not a huge fan of the Sleeping Beauty, but I do love Loves It, which is weird. So I am skeptical because the fairy tales I'm not as into as I am in some of the other Twisted Tales I've read and loved. So we'll see, but I do want to give them a chance. I also want to read What Once Was Mine, but it depends if I can get it. I have to get it on Libby, and it depends if I can get it like now or I have to put it on hold or whatever. So I also hope to read that, but that will also obviously get pushed back if I can't get to it. Um, so yeah. But those are the books I kind of want to read or at least want to try to get to, and yeah. So like I said, the books I want to get to first is A Daughter's Ransom, Book 3, and Crooked Kingdom, and the Chronicles of Narnia because I think that's pretty quick. And then yeah, and the other books I do still want to get to this month, but those are kind of the 2 books I want to read first. So in the next few days, I will start A Daughter's Ransom Book 3, and yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment what you plan to read in February, and we'll chat below in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys next time.